Hello everyone, my name is Jasmine and today I'm going to give you a brief presentation on our new venture that is Maplewood Inclusive, and it is being started by three friends, me, Badresh and Simran. So let's start. So let's talk about the company here. It was, as I mentioned, it is a fictional company created in Toronto, Ontario in 2021 by three friends, and here's the name. And the headquarters is located in Toronto, Ontario itself, and our mission is to strive to serve the best for better health. Talking about the goals and mission of the company, our main goal is to provide the best quality for low prices to all its customers and also to the other nations. Our main focus of the goals are to create the high quality products to satisfy all the customers' needs. We put a keen attention to the customization, and we also focus on generating more revenues in the coming years and also to increase the profit margins and increase the market share. When we talk about the size and the product, our company, as it is a very new company, so it has only the employees of about 35 to 40 people. It is a medium-sized company, and the main aim of the company is to grow more and more in the coming years and also to target all the foreign markets as well. Talking about the key product, maple syrup is our key product, but what is the different thing that we are doing? We are providing customizations and also the specializations in different flavors. You might have never seen maple syrup coming in different flavors, but we offer it, such as maple cinnamon, ginger, caramel, chocolate, and dark, just to make the breakfast more healthy and delicious. Talking about the competitive advantage, we provide the best quality of the product as compared to all the other competitors, and also the best price. Also we provide the best price as compared to the competitors. We provide a vast variety of maple syrup. The customization is very easily available, and also if a customer wants to order a particular quantity, he can order that as well. We are very loyal to our customers, and we also deliver the maple syrup customized, made, and we deliver it at home as well. We provide the best packaging, and we offer the long-term expiration of dates as well. Talking about the current position of the company, right now the company falls into one of the leading manufacturers of maple syrup, and it is one of the first companies that offers the customization. Our product is being manufactured with high quality, and it is exported all around the world. The main markets are United States, Mexico, South America, with about 55% of sales every year. And the company visions to export its products to all the other parts of the world as well as all the other countries. But the main focus right now for this project is New Zealand. And the current position as per the customer sees the company which provides high quality of product with different range of syrups, great pricing, hygienic, and great taste, and with best prices. So talking about the market entry and marketing strategy. So before exporting to New Zealand, we did a couple of analyses such as age group. We did study about the taste and preferences of the customers before exporting. We did a detailed analysis of market and market size and growth of the country as well. We did study about the competition of the product and the detailed list of competitors. And talking about the trade barriers, we did study on the laws and the rules of exporting the product to New Zealand, or is there any ban on any kind of substance or allergies related to the product, as well as international laws on exporting the product, as well as overall expenditures and overall heads that companies will face in the coming years for this business. Thank you.
My name is Badresh, and today I'll be talking about the target markets and environmental scan of our project. So first, let's talk about the environmental scan, which includes our 5 points which includes our 5 basically main factors that can affect our business. So those factors are political, economical, social, legal, and cultural. We'll elaborate them a bit to give you a brief idea about what our project means in the country that we are exporting. So the political factor in New Zealand, it clings to a parliamentary majority rule, a government like that of United Kingdom with a House of Representatives. So it's basically the same as the United Kingdom. Then the economical factors of New Zealand, it says that it is a growing economy in case it is practically insignificant in the general business local area. So it's a good opportunity for us to target this country. Then we'll talk about the social factor. People with strong family and social and neighborhood have ideal proposing over who they are socially separated. Social alliances and connectedness is related to the accomplishment of individuals and affiliations. And also about the cultural, this hypothesis takes a gender at the piece of language and culture in the way of conducting a business. And also about the legal factor that can affect our business is that it is an exceptional to comprehend that New Zealand's market is nicely unregulated and new pursuit in maintained by the public master in an entire host of attempts. So that's about the environmental scan of New Zealand. We would now talk about our exporting method. So in this business, we are choosing indirect exporting as our method because it is the most easiest method, and it contains lesser amount of risk, and also it can develop a focus on business in the new market. And our distribution channel to be followed here would be from company, from the manufacturer to the export house, and from that export house it will be moved to the wholesaler, then to the distributor, then it goes to the retailer, and finally in the end the product reaches in the hands of customers. So that's how our distribution channel works. Now we'll be talking about our targeted customers. So there are four basically areas of our targeted customers. The first is the demographics. Actually, for this project, we aren't focusing on any particular target customers. So for demographics, we are targeting anyone who resides in New Zealand. If they are in urban or rural areas, that doesn't really affect our business. As long as they love maple syrups, they are targeted by our export business. Then about the psychographics. So for the psychographics, the people living independent or someone who prefers to love maple syrup as a part of their breakfast, they're being targeted by us too. Then it comes to the geographical locations. We are not actually targeting any social race or any particular religious or someone. We are targeting anyone who is interested in our project in that country. And in the end, behavior. That's the most important factor in our targeted business. Because before exporting business to other countries, it is really important to understand the behavioral segmentation of the country. This product is for all the customers who are interested in exploring different types of maple syrups, and they can be our customers. So now we'll talk about how our company plans to promote its products. So there are basically a couple of strategies used by Maple World here to target customers in New Zealand. The strategies are we would be offering loyalty programs for customers, something like loyalty card. Also, we'll be adapting promotional strategies by giving them discounts for the first-time users. If it's the first time of they are purchasing through us, they can have a discount of 10% to 15%. It depends on customers. And also by organizing free and special syrup testing camps where they can taste our products, and then they can purchase it from their nearby retailers. And also if the customers sign up for the loyalty program, offering them discounting rates forever. Like if they use our loyalty programs, they can get discount rates forever. And also, of course, through social media, we'll be targeting Facebook and other social platforms. So we can do our promotion and buy special gifts along with the product. Now we'll be talking about the legal aspects of New Zealand. So there are two laws actually being followed in New Zealand. The first is the common law, which is the same as the United Kingdom, as they are the Commonwealth countries. So they all have the same law structure. So the New Zealand also uses the common law, and also it uses statute law. So it is somewhat easier for us to conduct business in such countries, as Canada is also a part of this nations. Then it comes about the international law. Canada is not, New Zealand is not really, sorry, New Zealand is not really that harsh to other foreign countries for exporting business with them. So the international laws are really in favor for us to conduct the business over there. And then talking about the international treaties, there are a few international treaties that take care of the international exporting business, out of which New Zealand and Canada share a very good relation with them. So that's a good opportunity for us. And in the end, international trade agreements. There's a international trade agreement with New Zealand and Canada called CPTPP, through which Canada and New Zealand are sharing a good amount of export between these countries, and the taxes and tariffs are really much lower for this nation. So that's also a plus point for our firm to target New Zealand. And then when we talk about the ethical considerations of our organization, yes, it's a big yes. Yes, our company is socially responsible, stating that our goal is not just to earn a huge profit, but also to be concerned towards society. We are doing something that is good for the society as well, not only for the business owners, also which is in favor of our customers. Just like any human, a business also has certain responsibilities. In person, if we talk about business, it is the people who are conducting business, so we have to take care of the society recognized as a complete business. Our company is capable to look after major issues such as economic growth, GDP and NDP upliftment, social crisis occurred during the pandemic, and also helping the nation if there is any need from our end. We would organize programs like rewards for the most efficient workers, and monthly or yearly contest to boost employees' morale, which reflects in greater productivity. Since in our case, we would manufacture the product in home country Canada and export it to New Zealand, so we must look after social issues of both countries and not just one. And yeah, that's how our company is really being socially responsible. Now I would like my friend Simran Sekon to continue this business and explain the remaining points. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good morning or good evening, wherever you are. So, I would like to start with the culture, continue with the culture, like my friend Jasmine and Badesh covered all the topics. So, about the culture, power dimension. This dimension deals with all the way that individuals in friendly orders are not same. It imparts the attitude of the lifestyle towards these loop-sighted characteristics among us. Power distance is portrayed as how much the less fantastic people from establishments and relationships inside a country expect and recognize that power is passed on conflicting. It has to do with how an overall population's difference is upheld by the Pange as much as the pioneers. New Zealand scores very low on this estimation, just 22. Yeah, inside affiliation, the hierarchy of leadership is set up for slash managers are reliably open and bosses depend on delegates and gatherings for their exercise. The two chief and laborers desire to be directed and information is shared occasionally. At the same time, correspondence is lax, quick, and participates. Uh, Apart from that, we would this is the international trade in New Zealand. As you can see, there is a very smooth trend. It has been going up, down, uh, at a very not at a very smooth rate. For individuals, New Zealand with a score of 79 on this dimension is an individualistic culture. This converts freely weave into society with the assumption is that the individuals care for themselves and their close families. For in masculinity, a high score of masculinity shows that the public will be driven by the rivalry, accomplishment, and achievement, with progress being characterized by the champ or the best in the world, or say uncertainty avoidance. New Zealand scores an intermediate 49 in this dimension. In a long-term orientation, New Zealand scores only very low, 33. And for indulgence, they have very high score of 75 in this section of model. They believe in the optimism and tends to live a life with very positive attitude. They pay keen attention to a living life with a layer and less stress. They enjoy their life and fun have till they live. So our recommendations would be as per the customer's point of view. uh, Here are a few recommendations that a company can follow to grow in the market, to have the competitive advantages. Different, they should launch different variety of products such as honey, organic butter, which also add additions to a healthy breakfast. A store should be launched with the selling of products from other grocery stores. Company should also focus on getting more organic in terms of their product range. So that's all. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.